Hello, my name is Rupayan Das. I'm a student of Masai School and I'm from software development batch. Currently, I'm in revision unit. So today in my assignment, I need to write polyfills for map, reduce, and filter method. So these are the array methods in JavaScript. So we can write, I need to write polyfills for that. That means the custom implementation for that. So let's go to the VS Code and start. So first, I want to write polyfills for map method. So write polyfill for map. So let's write how actually we write actually that map method. So map array dot map. Here what I write, I give the callback and then okay in callback we have some value which is the first is the current value, next is the index, next is the array itself. So for now I'll give the array. So this is how we write the map method. So write our custom map. So I'll give the name as map polyfill as it's in question it's given that we need to give the name as map polyfill. Okay, map polyfill same. Okay, so now let's write the function. So function, yeah, it will take the callback because it will do all the works, the calculation and all. So let's give the callback function. So here, so what it will do first, so it will first as we know, like map method, what it do, it transform over the array and create a new array. So that's why I need a new array. So let's give the name of the new array is temp, and then and as it's like iterate about the whole array. So I need a loop. For now, I'm using for loop, and I'll use this because whenever we need any array to like this is the map which this is the function which I will use later in my array. So that's why I am using this. So it will point that array which we are going to use later. So that's why I'm using this. So yeah. So now what I'll push now, I'll push that callback into the temp. So temp dot push the callback, and first is the first is my this dot I, that means the element, each element it will iterate and it will give me, and the index which I have used I for that, and the array. For now it's this. Next it will return the I'll return the temp. So this is my custom method for that map method. So now I'll attach it to the main array because array dot prototype. Okay, so I am now inside that array. Okay, so now my method will be available for inside my code anywhere because I am attached my custom method inside that array. So as we know, like every array is like the instance of this array. So now like every in my code in every array we declare, and then we can use my custom polyfills there also. So let's take let's use that. Let's take an array which is array equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I'll use my map method. That is my custom map method. My polyfill, sorry, map polyfill dot map polyfill. What I'll let's use the callback, and here given a number. Okay. Now what I want to do, like I want every element to be, I want square of every element. For that, what I'll return num into num. Now I return. I'll return this, and now let's store it somewhere. Let's give it output 1. Here I'll store, and then I'll print log. So output 1. So whenever I run this code, okay, I'm getting error for what? For my polyfill is not defined. Sorry, map polyfill. Okay, I'm not using my array where I want to like use my polyfills. Sorry for that. Yeah, I'm getting 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. So I'm getting this. Next, let's check. I want to like, let's take another example where I want my array to be like, I want extra 2 for each element. For that, what I'll do, I just add extra 2 for each element and I'll give 2 or 2. So if I check now, you can see for every element, I'm adding extra 2. So this is my that custom implementation for map. So let's go and write another custom implementation for array method, which is the filter method. For filter, let's write fil polyfill for filter. Okay. So now what I'll as we know, like polyfills and maps are very similar, but only one thing is different, which is like in map it will return all the value, it will transform all the value, but in filter it filter out some value and give us that filter out value. So the only thing we need to use a condition. So let's copy this code as I have written here for map, and I'll write for filter. So give the name as filter polyfill, and here I need to give any extra. I need to give a uh, if condition. So if it's my callback is this like satisfying the condition, then only I'll push that uh, temp dot push my that my value, that is this is I, the element I'll push. So this is same exactly like map. So yes, so map. So let's use it. I'll use in that same array, I'll use some operations. So uh, let's give the name as output 3. Here what I'll do in this is my filter polyfill. Here what I'll do, I will return the number which are like greater than suppose 3. So if my current number is greater than 3, then what I'll do, I'll return my number. So I'll return the number. So and I'll print the output. So let's check is it is working or not. So as we see, the number 4 and 5s are greater than 3, and I am able to print that. So if I take another example, like uh, number which are number which are lesser than which are lesser than uh, numbers which are lesser than 3, suppose, then we can just use this. Now you can see 1 and 2 are lesser than 3. So this is the use of filter, and I have written the polyfills for filter. So let's write polyfills for reduce. Polyfill for reduce. So here also let's write array dot prototype dot let's give the custom name is reduce polyfill, and I'll write the function now. So here we need to take another is we need to take first we need to take callback. Now as same we need another array. So that reason I'll take uh, I'll take first one variable, which is like usually it's called accumulator. So I'll also call the accumulator. But here is first I'll take the callback, as well as I need to take one initial value. Initial value. Okay. So in accumulator, I'll put the initial value first, because because it's giving me a single value. So that's why I'm already storing the value. Then I'll calculate and I'll change that value. So initial value I'll store. Okay. So now I'll here also I need for loop, because it will iterate over the complete array. So I'll take I, same as this dot length, this dot length. Now what I'll do, now I'll check if my accumulator is empty. If my accumulator is empty, I'll check accumulator equal to accumulator. Then if it is present, then I'll so now I'll write callback and I'll post that accumulator and this of I, or and the index and the complete that array, or else what I'll give the only the number. Okay, so for now I think it will work for, so we can just return the accumulator. So let's check that we can let's give one example, like I want to find maximum value. So let's take output 5, and I'll use that same array which I already like initialized here. So array dot reduce polyfill, and first value the accumulator, next the current value. Here what I'll check, if my like accumulator is lesser, or suppose lesser than my current, I'll change my accumulator to current. So now current will be inside. Suppose now current is greater. If current is greater, then it will go inside that accumulator. Now I just want to return the accumulator. If I return the accumulator and let's print log output 5, I should get the highest value, which is 5. Yeah, I'm getting the highest, which is 5. So these are the this is my answer for that question, which is the writing polyfills for map reduce and filter. Thank you.